Hey, what's up, guys? Tommy here with True Stud Contracting, back for the attack. And with summer hitting hard and heavy, we're getting an outdoor project going on this one. All right, well, Jackie and Andy here are a prime example of folks having a hard time with their contractors. Their house did not burn down, and just to put it plainly, their insurance company shelled out over $450,000 to get this duplex fixed, and the drywall never even came out. That's nuts. For a place that size, that's a brand new house. It just drives me crazy, so we'll get them to tell their story in their own words.
So after the fire, we couldn't get back until the 8th of June to even come up and see what was going on over here, and then nobody contacted us from the insurance company. They had too many claims, not enough adjusters. Finally things started to happen a little bit, but then it was a fight after a fight after a fight. And the stress was incredible over the past 16 months. It took 3 times for the contractor to get the siding onto the house properly. I came up to the house one night at 8 o'clock, and this was getting into the winter, so it was dark. No lights on in the street at all. And the roofer's on the roof putting in the roof. And I'm like, can you even see what you're doing? And obviously not, because then we had a leak.
They put staples in through siding and insulation that were 1/8 of an inch longer than the insulation, and it started falling off. Everything about it's been a disaster. They went and quoted us on the windows. We got approval from the insurance, and they came back with triple the price. The insurance basically fired our contractor. Everything about this process has been painful.
Plans were before fire that we were going to build a deck out back. We were going to do it ourselves. We've had enough stress. So we called True Stud, and he came right out and gave us a quote that we were very happy with.
Gave us a timeline that worked.
Yeah, which was very important considering. So we're going ahead and we're going to get the deck made, and I'm just happy.
Looking forward to a beer on the deck.
Yeah, and the barbecue.
So I was leaving to go back home for a short visit, and Jackie and Andy were also leaving for their camper, so I set Morgan loose on the project to try to have it done before they came back. Unfortunately, the guy had to deal with the hottest weather we had so far, but he's an animal, and by God, he always pulls through. Check this out.
So what we got happening here on this job is a pretty basic deck. It's relatively large, 12 by 22, I believe, and it's a double-tier deck. One section is going to be for the barbecue and a dining area with a privacy fence around it, and the rest of the area is just basically sitting flat. A couple of issues that we got here now are the window's sitting a bit low, and we're concerned about water, so we'll be ending up putting a small window well in there. And another thing to consider is this gas line for the barbecue. What we'll end up doing is boxing this in so it doesn't interfere with the joist, and you still have room to work with a wrench in there. And we'll just put a cover on it that kind of flows in with the deck, so you can just pop it up to work on that whenever you feel like it. And we got these big old nasty stairs to get rid of. The sledgehammer will be my best friend for that. There really ain't too much else you can do with it. And from there, it'll be all the groundwork. Get everything cleaned out of here. This deck is going to be sitting almost flush with the ground, so the most important thing here is to make everything perfectly level, which is probably the most difficult part of the job. And after that, everything's easy. Okay, so what we gotta do here now is get these bricks up and these patio stones, and this is gonna be the tool of the day. My new best friend, Mr. Pry Bar. And the first thing we gotta do is just start with one. We get that one up, and then everything else is easy. And now we're ready to destroy. I've been working on this for probably an hour. And my middle name is not Rambo, nor do I care for it to be. But I'll give it a good effort. There's a lot of mesh in here, holding it all together and making the breaking pretty difficult. But it is a hollow, it's a hollow base concrete stair, so it will break apart with some effort. Okie dokie.
So you're having fun, Morgan?
Oh, yeah. Living the dream. Okay, so picking up from where we left off yesterday, I've managed to get all the joists in place for the top deck and the lower deck. I got my window well installed. While it's put in place, it actually isn't bolted in yet. And that's to be siliconed and whatnot as well. I have all my bracing in and all my blocking done for the deck, making it nice, super strong, the way I like stuff. I'm getting all my span blocking put in on the top deck. Otherwise, the worst of it's done, thank God, because it has been relentlessly, brutally hot. Now, I can't recommend that what it takes anybody to get through their day, but I've been barely getting through mine, and I'm feeling it now. So this is day 6 on this deck project. which is considerably longer than we expected, but the heat has just been too brutal to work in. It's insufferable. And so now we're down to the nitty-gritty, probably the last day, hopefully. I just finished up the window well. All that's really left is the finer details with the privacy fence and pergola. And then there's going to be a set of stairs going in here from the top deck down to the bottom deck, and lattice screen all around that upper deck. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and the handrails for both stairs and the deck. We're going to see what we can come up with, something a little nicer than usual for that. Otherwise, I think you guys should disappear and come back when you know, and see the finished product. How about that?
All right, so the deck's all done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you guys liking it?
I'm
We are so.
absolutely loving it.
Right
Love the
on.
details.
Yep,
What's the first piece of gear you're gonna put on this bad boy?
barbecue.
And
And,
what about a hot tub? I heard.
oh, the
somebody
hot
say
tub, of
something about a
course,
hot
yes.
tub.
The hot tub is going on the bottom deck. It's got its own dedicated power supply.
And how many people fit in there?
Just a two-person. It's a private one.
Oh,
We're not
is
the big
it?
one at the property.
Oh, right on. I thought you told me it was a pants optional hot tub.
It
It
is.
is.
Oh.
But there's only
It's
two
always
specific-
pants optional.
All right. So how'd you guys find the process? Was it pretty painless?
Very painless.
Painless. On time. Did what you said you were going to do. Did it when you said you were going to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's nice to see you guys will be able to enjoy your backyard now. You've been through quite a lot.
Yeah, the last couple of years have been pretty hellish.
Yeah, so
No question about it.
you can finally relax and throw some T-bones on there and do a cannonball in the tub from the roof there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it was lovely working with you.
Tommy, thank you for everything. This has been the easiest time we've had in 2 full years.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Sorry you had such a hard time, but hopefully you'll be able to enjoy your summer.
We certainly are going to. Lovely
Andy?
to be sitting here.
Pleasure, sir.
Good working with you. I appreciate the work.
Yeah, be great. Have some fun at your camper and don't party too hard.
Oh, we're going to party.
Oh.
All right then, no promises.
Abasan, we're going to party.
See you guys.
All right,
Take
thanks
care.
again.
Thanks, Donnie.
Nice. Excellent. Cheers.
Cheers.